Okay, so today we're heading into town. We're going to go to Whitbird. There's a few things that we want to sort of do. Again, finish the kitchen cleaning. We are getting someone in to help us with the cleaning, which will be good because there's so many other things that we need to do. But yeah, I'm just going to sort of, there's a few little things at the front I sort of want to have a look at. We want to sort of maybe do some improvements, but maybe doing things that don't really cost much money. So we're just going to have a look at a few things today. Bring you guys along with me. And this morning I'm just sitting and watching our chickens. So we've got another batch of chickens on. There's one little fluffy guy there. Oh, there he is. He hatched last night. He's actually a little bit early. Oh, but I can see that this egg here has got a little pip in it. Like the pip is like the little crack. So, oh, that one does too. Oh, maybe that's a bit of fluff. I'm not sure. But like, yeah, so we'll have another batch of chickens soon. Should be really sweet. And then what we're going to do is put on our quails. So I've got all these quail eggs to go on. So, it's exciting news at the farm.
You're coming home and there's chickens everywhere.
Watch out, chickies. Watch out. Off you, Trundle.
Look at them like a big gang.
Yeah, they're such a gang. All our chickens in one little gang. Chicken gang.
I have some oil.
So just got home from Whitbird. Doing a lot of cleaning there. We are today, just cleaning, organising, sort of getting a few things done. Dev and I just found out that cafes can open if they have 10 people or under. Hey, Dev.
10 people.
We just don't think 10 people will be financially viable. Like, we could do it, but I don't think we'd make any money and we'd probably lose it.
10 people at the time, we think the cost of opening would still
don't know.
be...
But it's good. This is a good thing, Dev,
Yeah.
because you know what's after 10? More than 10.
Yeah, so stage 2 was 20.
Stage 2. I reckon 20 people, like, definitely.
At 20 for sure.
There's a big difference between 10 and 20 people.
20 people for sure.
Yeah.
10 is kind of borderline.
So this is great news. But I did not expect it this soon. Like, we're a bit like, what? Because we've got so many things to do. I need to set up a whole new FPOS machine, like, system, because our FPOS is going to stop working July, because it's on, like, some old system. So I need to try to figure out something that works out at Whitbird. But, like, we have so much to do. So we better sort of get going. But we're sort of starting back. And Devin wanted to launch a new menu as well before we open. I just don't know if we're going to have time for that. What about the new menu, Dev? Are we going to launch a new menu?
Depends. I don't know. Depends.
Depends. Come on, Dev. We need to be decisive.
Well, I don't know. Like, if it's a 10 person at a time restriction, I'm not going to do it.
Well, we think that 10 people... We've got to crunch some numbers now, but we think that 10 people is not enough.
No. If we're going to stay closed until it's 20, I would try to push out a new menu by that time, yeah.
Okay. Well, we better get hunkering. Hunkering and menu creating. Okay, so here we are just going through all of the details, working out how much everything costs us. If we open, we are going to have to start everything, all our bills, Telstra, electricity, all of those things. Like, our electricity is $100 a day. So we need to really think about, if we open, like, we need to be able to make sure we can cover some costs. Like, we need to be able to cover our costs. So just crunching numbers, talking about it, seeing what's best for us, thinking about it, and having some loony snuggles.
Morning vlog. So we got a fair bit to do today. I'm going to try to, well, this weekend I'm going to try to get that little rotary hoe that I showed the other day. Try to get that up and running. There's a few things to do. I'll have to cut some new foam for the filter and drain the old fuel out and whatnot. But we should be able to get that going. Also got a old four-wheeler that I'm going to try to get that going as well for use around the place, carting things around. This morning so far we've just spent doing some accounting, trying to get everything cleaned up there just while we have the time. But right now I have a bit of a task to do. So I haven't really talked much about it on the vlog yet, but I guess one of the things I'm doing here on the farm is trying to become as self-sufficient for us as we can. We're more than there with eggs and things like that, but one of the most challenging things is always meat. I'm not going to take you through the whole process, but today I do have to process some quail. So quail, probably one of the easiest animals out there to butcher and process. There's really not a whole lot to it. You don't need a lot of fancy equipment. Like I do ducks and the chickens and whatnot as well. But quail, by far the easiest. But it's not the nicest job out there. And even, you know, I'm big on trying to be as self-sufficient as I can, and I don't enjoy it, but I prefer to have like the meat. I know where it came from. You know, I know it's had a good life, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we've got far more male quails than what we need, so I've got to do at least 3 today because the female was getting overmated. So it turns out we only had 1 female. So we've been collecting her eggs for a while. We've had her separated just with 1 male, and hopefully we've got some fertile eggs that we're going to try to incubate. But yeah, they've got to go back in their enclosure, which is there. So those last 3 males, they got to go. So we're going to process them up today, and I won't take you along for that because it's not the nicest job. And look, I'm not an expert at it. You know, if you want to know how to process quail and see the process behind it, there's probably hundreds of other videos on YouTube that will show you the whole process, and they're going to be a hell of a lot better at it than I am. So you can check out them. But yeah, just about to start, so we got to get processing.
Looney has the sexiest thighs. You're such a sexy girl, darling. Look at you posing there. You are so sexy. Yes, you are. You get the most beautiful thighs I've ever seen. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Look who's back. This is that spider yesterday.
I dropped. The spider dropped. I was recording the spider and it dropped on me. Damn spiders. This is that guy yesterday. Was it yesterday, Dev?
No.
The day before. He was just spinning out his web. We've never seen anything like it. It was floating through the air. He's like, maybe this is Spider-Man. You know, like Spider-Man. Like, through his hand. Like, I've never seen anything like it. But he is just very webby. He is a webby spider. And I just don't know if I'm okay with this.
So we're just going to move our little baby chickens. Actually, they're not the babies now. They're sort of our teenagers out into our grow-out cage. So they stay in the brooder for a little bit, but now they're sort of old enough and they've got enough feathers they can sort of go outside. Yeah, so we're just going to move them out. Do you remember I recorded a lot of videos of them hatching? They were so sweet. But now they're getting bigger, so they're going to get outside.
bigger chickens are saying hello to the little guys. What's in there? They're all so sweet.
So this little girl I've got here, she's our only female quail, and all the others were males. So Devon had to process some of the males this morning because it was just cruel having just one female against all these men. So we've kept one of the men because we want to create some more quails. These are the only two we have. We just put this new tire filled with some dirt. They love to have dust baths, but he doesn't know if he can jump in there, and I'm positive he can, so... Yeah, they really love that. You can easily jump in that. You've jumped over that. I suppose he's a bit scared as to what could be in there. Did that one just trip over that rock?
Just a regular day.
Hey, Pearly.
Hey, Pearly.
We got Pearl from the RSPCA, didn't we, Debbie? Is that a good head massage, Dev?
Oh. It's a nice head scratch.
So we got Pearl here from the RSPCA because Pidgey, he's an old rescue pigeon. He's a, Pidgey is, what am I trying to say? Like, they raced him and he got injured and nobody wanted him. So we kept him and adopted Pearl from the RSPCA so they could be like forever buddies. And they're just the most beautiful two lovebirds, aren't they?
Yeah.
Pidgey's getting quite old now though.
Yeah, that would be fair age.
Yeah. He'd be getting quite old. Hey Pidgey. Hey Pearl. They're just beautiful. They just love each other so much.
She wasn't. It was a long time until Pearl was friendly.
There's only one rule on my head. No pooing. Hey, you can stay there if you don't poo. Nice seeing Pidgey. He's so sweet. Now with the quail. What do you think about that, Pidgey? What do you think about that? Yeah. Okay, project time. So, I'm really excited about this project. So, I want to create some hooks for a wall. I just got these from Bunnings. I really wanted to find some old hooks, but I can't find any nice old ones around the farm. So what I'm going to do is just use new hooks and stick it to something old. So I found this box at the dump. And I'm thinking the wood might make for a really nice hook rack. You know, a hook rack. Oh, I'm not quite sure what they're called. So I'm going to just fiddle around with it a little bit now. I'm going to hang out with our chickies. So these are our chickies that just came from inside. They're now outside in the real world. So I'm going to hang out with them a little bit and let's see if we can make something. Finish my shelves. No, what is it? They're not shelves. I just finished my hooks. Yeah, I think it looks good. It was a lot harder than I thought to pull that old box apart. Whew! Worked up a sweat. So my thoughts with the shelves are, I'm going to show you my dirty laundry. These are our staff aprons.
we all sort of wear the same apron. Oh, I better not wash that one. That one's got a pen in it. Let me just pull that out first. So these are our staff aprons. I was actually sort of, at the moment they're on like a sticky command hook. You know, just one of those command hooks. But I thought, I love these aprons and it would be really nice to make like a feature out of them. So this is my thought. Now, I'm a bit nervous telling people like what I think because there is a high possibility it'll turn out just awful and I'll hate it and then I won't do it. So by me saying this doesn't oblige me to having to do it. So what I'm thinking is like, you know, you can imagine it. An apron like on a hook, like making a feature out of them because at the moment they're sort of in the tucked away and yeah, just on a hook like so staff could, but like I thought that'd be nice and a nice way to enter, get your apron off the hook, you know, like this. I'm glad to be at work, so fulfilling. Anyway, so I don't know, so I might try it and see how I like it, but again I might put it up there and be like, yuck, I hate it. So but anyway, just a little afternoon activity. Something to keep me busy. I think it looks good. And of course, I come across a spider. I was just straightening these cushions here and he just popped out from a cushion. What is it with me and spiders? Boisterous. You are being a bit boisterous, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, don't bite me. This is my Mother's Day brekkie. Pancakes. Mother's Day from my dogs. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, bacon. Thanks, Barbie. Okay. For my Mother's Day brekkie. You're so sweet. Thanks, Looney. Thank you for brekkie. Thanks for Looney. Thank you, Seenie. Thank you, darling. Thank you, guys. So I had to go thank the chickens, the ducks, and the quails before I can eat. Oh, Debbie. I'm a mother to a lot of animals. Yum, 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 yum. Devon makes the best pancakes ever. They are just the best. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Buzzy.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
What? The ducks made this. Gross, I don't want to eat it. The ducks made it. No, it's beautiful, Debbie. Thank you. Okay, so here we're actually talking about getting some sort of irrigation for the garden. Like, as the garden starts to grow, we're thinking it might be a really, really big job to sort of keep everything alive when we go back to Woodbird, because honestly, working takes so long. Like, we work all the time. So it'd be nice to sort of have some irrigation to maybe help us keep things alive. So that's what we're talking about.
So I've been trialing for a while and I haven't been able to get this going yet. I did pull the spark plug out and it was looking pretty hairy, so I gave it a bit of a clean, but I think it might need a new one. I think it's going to do it. So instead of finishing the task at hand, I'm just going to start something else. So I revived this beast up out of the shed. Now I would guess, I do remember this going, but not for a long time. I think it would have to be at least 20 years that this hasn't ran for. So get it out, I pumped the tyres up and dragged it down out of the shed, which has been its resting place for the last 20 years. And we'll blow it off. We'll try to get it going. So this will be perfect for going through the gardens, because it's got a trailer that attaches to it, and just pulling all the garden equipment across, and soil and fertile and yeah, mulch and stuff like that. Morning vlog. It is cold this morning. Not nearly as probably cold as it's going to get, but I don't like the cold. This is plenty cold enough. I even busted out my old Canadian Club hat. Really? Yeah. I know. Sexy, isn't it? Zali hates this hat so much. One day she tried to chuck it in the fire, pretending she slipped or dropped it or something. Oh god, I can't get my hood back on now. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, got a lot to do today. Already done a fair bit this morning, so I got up early. I've been working on the menu, getting the new menu set and ready to go back. Made more progress on it in half an hour this morning as I had in the past 3 weeks. So it's amazing when you set time aside, you sit down and apply yourself, you can actually get something done. Yesterday, I had a fair bit planned yesterday, but I didn't end up getting much done because I had a lot of gardening and little veggies to plan out, but when we woke up we had no water, so I couldn't kind of prep the beds to get ready to do it. So that's going to be on today's task, on today's list to do. But I did go down to the workshop yesterday. Sorry, I didn't vlog a lot yesterday, to try to get that little rotary hoe going. She's not going to go. I couldn't work it out, so I had to get my brother in to give me a hand. Luckily he was home. And yeah, it's got no spark. We can't get to the points to try to clean it out, so it's gone officially into the too hard basket. So it's just gonna go back in the shed where I found it probably and sit. I am making some progress with the four-wheeler though. I managed to blow the fuel tank out, get all the old fuel out and get some fresh stuff in there, but I have hit a bit of a roadblock there as well. Kind of hard to explain. We'll do a vlog on it when I go down there later to try to revive it. But the air cleaner, the air filters, all, because yeah, it's sat for like 20 years. It's all fallen apart basically. It's disintegrated and gone everywhere through like its little housing. So I'm gonna have to try to pull that all the way out to try to clean it, because I can't clean it without pulling it out, and that's going to be a pain because I didn't want to spend like hours and hours and hours on it until I knew it at least starts and runs. But so yeah, we go. We'll get there. But right now, just outside, throwing the ball for the dogs for a bit because she was starting to pester me. And then I'm going to go back in and try to finish this menu off. So I'm starting to go a little bit cray-cray now. I've been doing the menu ever since 6 o'clock this morning. It's now 12:30. It's a big job doing menus. Like, even I've been thinking about this for months in the back of my head, but just actually sit down putting it on paper today. And it's just such a mammoth task. Like, I'm looking at my phone for stuff. I've got my laptop and 4 books, just trying to, like, notebooks for different ingredients, with like ones for ideas, ones for like ingredients, ones for when I think I'm happy with it. Now I'm going through trying to make a list of ingredients. Like, it's just, creating menus is just such a far more mammoth task than you could ever imagine it to be. It's the hardest thing I do at Whipbird. It's just so intense. So I'm almost there. I think I've got most of the ideas pretty well finalized. I'm just trying to make an ingredients list now. to start trialing the stuff tomorrow.
Okay guys, time to show you my project for today. So I've just uploaded it's uploading right this second, an announcement video for our open date. We're opening the 13th of June.
Hey guys, it is Devin and Zali here from
Guys.
Whitbird. We're just making this video today for a little reopening announcement.
We are opening again!
Yes, so
It's so exciting, we cannot wait to be back.
with the restrictions starting to lift, we will be reopening on the 13th of next month.
13th of June.
Yeah, 13th of June. Providing that date doesn't get pushed back by Queensland Government, that'll
Yeah.
be when we are reopening.
Yeah, so we decided to open at the 20 people mark.
Yeah, so at the moment, at 10 people at a time, it's just simply not viable for us to open up yet, and it's just going to be far too hard for Zali
Yeah.
to try to manage that and police that out the front.
Yeah,
So-
we think 20 people, it gives us a little bit more flexibility to manage how many people are there. And also we didn't think 10 people would be financially viable.
No.
So that's just why we've decided to do the 20 people mark, but we cannot wait to be back. We are so excited.
Yep, we are working on new menus now
Yeah.
and getting a few other things in place. So
The new menus look so good.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. Also, with bookings, we are doing bookings only, just as we come back again, just to try to police that 20 people mark. Like, we want to make sure that we don't go over that 20 people. So it's going to be bookings only.
yeah, so if you do intend on coming out, please do
Yeah.
make sure you book, because we'd hate for you to get all the way out
Yes.
there and having to turn you away to stay in
Yeah,
line with that.
so keep an eye on the Facebook page. You can just Facebook message us to book. You can also, we're going to set up an online booking system soon. That's what we're looking at the moment.
Yep.
So you can easily see when's available and you can book in. But keep an eye on the Facebook page. We haven't set that up yet, so hopefully we will have something so you can book online soon. Our phones aren't working yet because obviously we've stopped all of our internet, our FPOS, phones, everything. So we're in the process of getting some things happening again. So we won't, and until we're open with regular hours, we won't be there to get phone calls as well.
Yeah, so you won't be able to call until probably fairly close
Yeah.
to the open date when the phone lines
But
come back
Facebook
online.
message,
Yeah.
like we're checking our Facebooks, every day or every second day at the moment. So that's probably the best way to contact us until we're sort of up and running again. But we're coming back.
Yep, that'd be good. So we can't wait to see you guys back
13th
there
of
on
June.
Saturday the 13th. We'll see you
Yeah.
then.
Thanks guys so much for everyone's support as well. So good. Okay, see you guys soon. I just never thought it'd come, but it's here. We're opening 13th of June, so we can have 20 people inside. I just can't wait to be open. So this is my project today. It is a stick. I'd imagine the stick at the start, but it's not actually a stick. It's a beam of wood, and I'm hanging these globes off it. Now, again, with all of my projects, I don't know how it will go. It might end up in the dump, recycling. Devin might burn it in the fire, but it might also turn out to be something. So that's I always feel a bit risky, a bit, what's the word? Open, vulnerable when I'm recording these projects, because it could get to the end and I'd be like, ta-da, and it looks just terrible, because often a lot of my projects do that. By the time I get to the end, I'm like, oh, yuck, I hate it. So I'll tell you what I'm imagining with this. So I didn't want to have to spend a lot of money getting custom lights and electricians and that sort of thing. So with my cheapness, but cheapness, I don't want to be cheap, but like, I want it to look good, and it still might not look good. But I've got some lights, and I will show everyone what I'm imagining. So what I've done is just tie these lights like with string, so it hangs down, and this board here goes to the front. I'm going to try to show you a little bit. See how that board covers all that? So all you see the lights hanging down, and Exhibit A, I'm going to have some plants hanging down over it. So you'll have the lights, the wood planter, and then the plants that sit in the wood planter, and it's hung above the bar. So this is my vision. Again, don't hold me accountable to it because it might turn out bad. But I'm going to bring you along for the journey and show you if it turns out bad. And, oh, well, not bad. Like, I have a very specific taste. Like, sometimes things look good in my mind, and then when I see them in person, I'm like, I just don't like it. It might happen like that. So, but I'm going to take you along anyway. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to put my quail eggs on for incubation. Hopefully we can make some more quails, which is exciting.
So I got my work done, so we're back playing with the quad again, trying to get it going. You know, I was saying dramas with this, so I had to get this airbox out, and it was a mission getting out of there. But that's what's left of the filter. Not much. Well, nothing. Just its soul. But we've upgraded to our stocking.
Okay, so today we are heading into Whitbird. We're working on the menu a lot today. Well, Devon's working on the menu. He's the brains of the operation, and I get to do the dishes. Now, he worked so hard on this menu. It is going to be so delicious. So I don't even mind doing the dishes when all this beautiful food is made. So we're just heading in now. We just got these new steak knives for our steaks, and they are just beautiful. Hey Dev,
Hells yeah.
you like these new knives? They're just so nice. Oh, feels so good in your hand. Also got new boards as well, which is so exciting. This is something Devon wanted to do for the new menu, and he's put some money aside so we can have new boards, and they look beautiful as well. Like, so he's going to use his boards for steaks and maybe ribs, I think you said. Yeah, hey Dev, steaks and ribs, because that's what Devon does, and he does it the best. Steaks and ribs. So now we've got these beautiful boards to serve them on. This is what Devon's steaks deserve, is a board like that. They are just nice. Oh, yeah, so imagine that. It's your nice steak knife. Oh, I love them, Dev. They're going to be perfect. Just awesome.
Oh, look, don't
yeah, looks so nice. Devon's making this, is it a new onion relish?
Yeah, so this is a...
Oh my gosh, it smells incredible.
This is a smoky barbecued beer and onion relish.
Smoky barbecue beer and onion. What a combo. Oh, how it smells amazing.
What up, vlog? So I didn't show it yesterday, but we got this running yesterday. So we actually got it to start and ran, and she didn't miss a beat. So now that it's proved itself worthy and not just going to be a time pit, I went today and bought some new oil, a new oil filter, ordered a new air filter for it, and new plug for it. But now we're actually going to spend a bit of time. Now that we know it runs, I'm going to clean this out, try to get the airbox back cleaning. I've got a new battery for it, which cost me the earth. And yeah, we'll get this back up and running.
Morning, baby guineas. They're getting bigger. I just put some grain out for them. We've got to put the grain out fresh, otherwise the dogs eat the grain. The poor guineas get nothing. Come on, little baby, get in there. Get a feed. Oh, they're so cute. So today is another day at Whitbird trialing our new menu. So this is the first new burger Devon's trialing today.
Can you tell us a little bit about this burger, Dev?
This is a buffalo chicken burger. So it's a whole pounded out chicken breast, coated in my buffalo spice mix, then coated in buffalo sauce, topped with some pork salami, some smoky onion relish, and our house-made blue cheese sauce.
Okay, cut him in half. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Tell me about this burger, Debbie.
So this is flame grilled thick cut honey burger bacon
Yeah.
with flame grilled wagyu.
Yum, look at this line.
My barbecued onion relish and a beer cheese sauce.
Looking here, Dev.
This is a fig and port sauce to go with our lamb.
Fig and port sauce. Yum. Good here, Debbie.
Three of the new sorts of buffalo wings. Well, not all buffalo wings, chicken wings. So we have honey soy and sesame chicken wings.
Honey, soy, sesame. Oh.
Then we have our beer cheese sauce. And
Are these just buffalo wings with beer cheese sauce?
yeah,
or what
but
are they?
I'll display them differently on the menu. Like I'll coat them in the sauce.
Oh yeah.
And then we
Just
have-
we get a taste test today.
Garlic and parmesan. Garlic, herb, and parmesan.
Garlic, herb, and parmesan. Suppose we better try it. Hey, babe, make sure it tastes good.
Better. Realise I've made a mistake. This one here was supposed to have bacon pieces in it.
So this is your bacon and
Bacon, beer, and cheese buffalo wings.
bacon, beer, and cheese buffalo wings. These are all divine. That one's very delicious. Very like a beautiful soy Asian sort of one. Hey, Dev. But very, very flavoursome. This one, the cheese sauce, super cheesy, isn't it? Like the cheese is sort of like stringy. Like Devon uses a really good quality cheddar. That's correct. We got that really like high quality cheddar, and he makes the cheese sauce out of it. But Devon's putting bacon in this as well. And then this one, that I think is maybe even my favourite. That was absolutely delicious. I thought this one was going to be my favourite, but that one was so yummy. This is like a what's this one, Dev?
It's a garlic, herb, and parmesan.
But it's like a real fresh,
Yes, it's
zingy.
just like it's a fresher sauce. You know, it tastes fresher, not those.
Oh, it was really, really beautiful. All these three are amazing, and I really want to put them in the menu. You've done well, Debbie.
Thanks, boys.
Okay, so here we are trying out Devon's lamb, and this is his fig. What is it again?
Fig and port sauce.
Fig and port sauce. So we're just giving it a test to see.
I think we're quite happy with this, yeah.
No, this isn't sort of how it's going to look, but we sort of just need to test it out. Like there's a lot of things that go into making a new menu item. Hey, Dev.
Yeah.
So there's so much.
Trial and error.
So this is sort of a taste test just to see how things go. Sini, where'd you get into cobbler pegs, hey? Where did you get into cobbler pegs? Sini has the fur that he always gets cobbler pegs stuck on him. Even when there are no cobbler pegs. I didn't even see any cobbler pegs. Oh, darling. You got some cobbler pegs on your face, don't ya? Yeah.
Just going to go collect the eggies. So this morning I'm going to work on the menu. So Devon designing the menu, trialing, testing takes a long time. But I do all of the like making it look nice in you know, designing the actual menu, like the physical menu. So I'm going to work on that this morning. Oh, it's such a big job. Like, even if we have like 3 menu items, I cannot fit them to the page. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let out the chooks, and I'm going to see if we have any eggies from our chooks and our quails. Today's bounty. Look who's coming up the driveway. Oh, so Devon got this 4-wheeler and I'm not very happy about it because I think they're so dangerous, but you know, he does what he wants. And I got him to print out some stuff. So he's got that stuff tucked under his arm. It's always so much paperwork to do. What are you doing, pussy? You got your toy, hey? Much to my disgust. And you got my paperwork.
It was very hard to hold.
Hard to hold, yeah.
Driving along with my
I was imagining it blowing away all our important documents.
blower.
Yeah, you'd have to go pick them up. Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, darling. Holy smokes. Yeah, it looks good, Debbie. You done good to do it up. Get it working. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm just out here with our dogs now, just designing the menu, just putting it all in. Takes me so long to do this, but it's looking really good, I think. So if you think our menu is professionally designed, it is definitely not. But my main focus with menus is to keep it simple. There's so many menus out there that are just so complicated, you can't figure out what it actually is. You know, they've got some lunch over here and then some lunch over there, and basically I like to have, with my menus, one page breakfast, lunch, another page drinks and desserts, and then I've got to still have to do dinner. I haven't even started dinner, but like so simple, just simple headings. This is what you have for breakfast, this is what we have for lunch, this is what we have for dinner, you know, nothing too overcomplicated. And there will most likely be spelling errors in all of it, so don't point it out to me. But as long as you understand, I just want to keep it simple and sweet and, you know, yeah, nothing too complicated. Some menus are so overly complicated, so yeah, I'm basic with my skill, but I think it looks good.
So Devi and I are going outside now to plant some greens. Hey Devi.
Yeah.
So our aim is to get Whitbird fully supplied with greens. So like, what are greens, Devon?
Greens are, well, salad greens, not veggie greens. So salad greens, we're going to do some spinach, different types of lettuces, mizuna, and things like that.
Is it lettuces or leti?
Lettuce.
It's not letter. It's
Pretty sure
lettuces.
it's not
I'm pretty sure it's lettuces. And spinach. Oh yeah, you said spinach. Rocket as well. So just some nice fresh greens for our salad. There's a few reasons we want to grow our own. The main one is quality. The ones you buy from the store, like most of the time they're pretty good, but sometimes we just cannot buy fresh, good greens around here. We just can't buy it. Drives us insane. Hey Dev.
Especially rocket.
Especially rocket.
To get really good rocket that's not slimy and gross is quite hard.
Yeah, so we're going to grow our own so that we can make sure we can keep it fresh and we have fresh produce that's been picked like 24 hours and it's on the plate. Not this stuff in a bag that's all slimy. Yeah, okay, let's go plant our seeds.